Hello and welcome to my new YouTube channel, which is all about books. Now, I've probably gone a bit mad on YouTube channels recently. I've got one on music, which is probably, well, it is my main interest in life, as I'm a composer, and my music channel is about my music and also the music of composers I'm interested in. And then I've got my British film channel about obscure British films that nobody's ever heard of. And then, besides music and films, the other huge interest of my life, and really the oldest one actually, is books. I mean, I've been reading voraciously since, I don't know how old I was when I started reading, very early. I can remember learning to read in infant school, and I suppose I was probably about 5 or something then, and then after that, as far as I can remember, I just sort of started reading and I never stopped after that. So I've been reading voraciously for years and years, and books, especially when I was a kid, books were absolutely my world. I was a bit kind of I think I was a bit out of touch with reality a lot of the time. I lived half the time in my imagination and in books that I read, and I just absolutely loved them, and I still read some of the books that I read as a child now. I don't have any problem with reading children's books if they're good ones. C.S. Lewis, who of course was a very good writer of children's books, the Narnia books, once said something like, if a book that you read when you were 10 isn't worth reading when you're 50, then it probably wasn't worth reading when you were 10. And I think that that is a good way of looking at things. So anyway, I wanted to do a channel where I could talk about books I'm interested in. And it's also opportune because recently I acquired a Kindle. It's actually a Kindle Fire tablet thing, but mainly, I mean, one of the main reasons I got it was I wanted to be able to download ebooks, because I haven't got very much room. I actually live on a boat, a narrow boat, and so there's not a huge amount of room for books. I've got a lot of books already, and there's certainly no room for any more. In fact, I'm trying to get rid of the actual physical books, but I decided what I could do. I could get an ebook reader, and then I could start downloading ebooks, and then I'd have all these books, but without actually taking up physical space. And that's worked out very well actually, because what I found is that online you can find a large number of books that are actually quite difficult to get hold of otherwise. Very often for nothing as well. They're often free if they're out of print. So you can find a lot of out of print books. A lot of them are ones that I find very interesting. Also, I've been able to rediscover some books that I read years and years ago, or even when I was a kid, that I've discovered again through ebooks. So it's been really good. I've been reading authors and people that I haven't read for years, so that's sparked off, or that's regenerated my idea of it's regenerated my, well no, it hasn't regenerated my interest in reading, because I just read all the time anyway, but it's kind of reminded me that there are a lot of interesting books around, some of which are not very well known nowadays and maybe deserve to be better known. So what I've decided to do is start this new channel, and I'm just going to introduce books that I'm reading currently or that I'm interested in, and just read a sample from them. Hopefully other people might get interested by it, and I do really enjoy discussing these things. So if people share my tastes or are intrigued by books that they haven't heard of or have comments, I'd be very, very interested for people to leave comments and take part in discussions on the discussion page. So do that. So anyway, that's my introduction to the new book channel, and then I will be gradually, hopefully, I'll be doing short videos. I have to keep them short on this one because you're not allowed to have more than two YouTube channels at a time that go over 15 minutes. So this one's going to have to be, they're going to have to be 15 minutes or less, which is probably a very good discipline because I talk too much anyway. So there you are. That's the new channel, and welcome, and I hope you will be interested and participate.